Hey, everybody. This is Michael Jernigan with the Main Event Wrestling Podcast. I am joined by my tag team partner, as always, Mr. Jam Patterson. What's happening?
What's going on, Jern?
Well, it's crazy out there, bros. What's going on?
This coronavirus got you down?
It ain't got me down. It's just crazy out there.
It is crazy.
We haven't been here in a few weeks. It's just the way things go. But let's just take a moment and talk about this quarantine. Like, it's taken over the world.
What has changed for you since quarantine started? Has anything like drastically changed?
I mean, my wife's home.
Yeah.
She's a school teacher, so she had me going to work. So she's home all day. No preschool for the kid. So them two are at home all day. For me, I may sleep in a little bit later because I'm not having to get up to get the kid ready for preschool and all that kind of stuff. So I may get an extra 30, 60 minutes worth of sleep in the morning.
There you
go. But that's it.
That's not too bad, though.
That's it.
I mean, some people's lives have changed drastically.
Yeah, no. I mean, both of us have jobs where we're still getting paid.
Right.
Which we're thankful for.
I got my Trump check.
Did you?
Yeah, I spent it already.
I ain't got mine, which I just filed my taxes a couple days ago. So
I got mine, I want to say I got it Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Mom and Dad got theirs one day last week.
Done spent it already.
There you go. Did you see the meme that was floating around online with Trump on his cell phone? Like, it was like, Trump,
remember who your daddy is or something like that?
It's like, did you get my money? And then underneath it had a picture of some little girl with a cell phone saying, yeah, thanks, Daddy.
Yeah, thanks, Daddy. That's right.
I don't care what the purpose of this money was from. I'll take it.
Well, did you see where they're going to try to do it again and give, like, people for the next couple months $2,000 a month?
Yeah.
I'm not hating on it.
Yeah, I would like to see what all is involved in that. Like, I want to see where the other money's going from. I want to see where the money's coming from.
Right.
They don't have an answer where the money's coming from.
No.
They don't have an
They're
answer.
just printing it.
They don't have an answer where this stimulus money's coming from.
Look, we are like, what, $22 trillion in debt?
Something, I don't know.
So, I mean, they're just printing paper. It don't mean nothing.
That's true. I was talking to somebody the other day before all the stimulus money started coming out. He said, how are we going to pay that back? I told the guy, I said, it may be, if it ever gets a dent paid back in that debt, it's going to be from, like, my great-grandkids.
Yeah.
Not me, not TJ. It's going to be my great-grandkids, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mate, you're right.
We're not here to talk about politics, although we could, but that's not what we're here.
Well, hey, who did Trump just put in to bring up the economy?
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
So this has to do something a little bit with wrestling.
I knew Trump was a smart guy, man. He bringing Vince in to start the economy back up.
Absolutely.
Smart guy.
And then what does Vince do?
Cut everybody on his team. Cuts the whole team. We'll get to the cuts here in a minute. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been here. WrestleMania has come and passed. WrestleMania 36 with an asterisk. Well, I always refer to WrestleMania 36 as WrestleMania 36 with an asterisk because it was different. It was odd, obviously. What is there anything that you missed about it not being a regular WrestleMania?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because right now, you know where I stand with WWE.
Yeah, and I know you watched parts of WrestleMania. You didn't watch.
Yeah,
I
didn't watch all of it.
I watched all of both days.
Like there were, I watched the matches that intrigued me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Like, I really thought Charlotte and Rhea Ripley was an amazing match.
It was good.
And I hate that Rhea got deported and probably can't never come back to the country because she lost.
It's possible.
And changed her ring name and everything else. But I thought that match was great. I thought the John Cena Bray Wyatt match, the storytelling behind it, the creativity was amazing. I mean, I watched that match like 4 times just because it just, dude, I just wanted to see if I missed something, right?
Yeah.
And so it was really good.
I thought both nights listen, my expectations were low because they were in the Performance Center. There was no fans. So I knew, if you didn't know, you're a by-God idiot.
Yeah.
But you had to know it was going to be different than if it was outside with 65,000 people there. So my expectations were low. But I enjoyed it. I thought all the matches were pretty good. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins had a heck of a
Now,
of
see,
a
to
battle.
me, that match could have been better with fans.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean? But it was a high quality match.
I agree, and I also think that Edge and Randy Orton are still wrestling right now.
My God.
2 weeks later, I think they're still wrestling today.
That match lasted longer than WrestleMania 35.
It probably did. That was the gosh, I heard that was within a couple of seconds of being the longest WrestleMania match ever. Number one is, I want to say it's the main event from WrestleMania 2000 when it was a 4-way elimination match with Mick Foley, The Rock, Triple H, and Big Show. Remember when you had a McMahon in each corner?
Yeah.
Each one of those had Linda, Vince, Shane, and Stephanie as their manager. I think that's the longest match in WrestleMania history. And this one, Edge and Randy Orton, was like within 45 seconds or 30 seconds of being the longest match in the history of WrestleMania.
How many breaks do you think they took while making that match?
They had to do something. My thing is, they shot this match like 2 weeks before it aired.
Right.
So they had it done for 2 weeks. How many people had seen that match in the 2 weeks time frame?
I don't know.
Several.
Yeah.
Edge, Randy Orton, Vince, Pritchard, Michael Hayes, the agents, the producers. 20 people have seen this match.
If not more.
Nobody said, hey,
this is long and boring.
Let's cut out some of this. Let's find some of this that we can cut out.
And see, with that match in particular, because I've heard people say the Boneyard match was really good.
Amazing.
I didn't get to see. I haven't watched it.
Watch it.
But with this Money in the Bank ladder match, where they're going to go through the entire WWE headquarters till you get to the roof, I'm a little worried.
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, you haven't seen this?
No.
Here's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to kind of do this match kind of like the Boneyard, the Firefly, the Edge.
A movie match.
It's going to be a movie match where you got to go up each floor in the headquarters.
So, like, the briefcase is going to be on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you've got to work your way up to the roof.
All right.
It's almost, remember back in WCW?
Like yes, the cage, that big cage. Yeah, what was it called?
Oh, it was like a Halloween Havoc match, and you had to go to the very top of it.
Yeah, they had an old school one back in the day.
Yeah.
And then Russo did one, a newer one. Tower of Doom or something. I think that was it. Yes, where
so this is
everybody climbs up to the top and you got to work your way down and get out of the ring. Yes.
Yeah. So this is going to be kind of like that. So I'm a little worried to see because those matches may last forever as well.
Yeah. Just real quickly, my early predictions for Money in the Bank winners. I got men and women. You got anybody in mind?
Yeah.
Who you got? Men.
You first.
Men. AJ Styles.
Oh, good call.
They owe him something. Because he never, ever got one thing over on the Undertaker. Right? When they were in Saudi, Undertaker come out, didn't even take his coat off, left his hat on,
pinned him,
chokeslammed him, pinned him. On Monday Night Raw, I think the week or 2 weeks before WrestleMania, same thing. At WrestleMania, they had a great match, and AJ literally got buried. So they owe that Joker something.
Just fired his two best friends.
Just fired his two buddies. So they owe that Joker something. So I hope AJ gets the men's, and that way he kind of propels him back up in the main event picture.
Yeah,
you can put him up there. I got a problem with Raw's main event right now, but we'll get there in a second. But it gets him back up there in the top of the program. The women's is easy. Sasha Banks. Here's why. I'm not sure what the rule is if you get the Money in the Bank, if you have to challenge whoever the champion is on your show. But if they open it up, that you can challenge anybody. Who are the 3 women champions in WWE?
Charlotte, Becky, Bayley. She's going after Bayley.
Whoa. But, yeah, that's fine. She can in the end. But you got your whole 4 horsewomen deal.
Yeah.
You can tease who's she going to get. Does she really like Charlotte and Bayley more than Becky? She's going to go get Becky's. She like Bayley and Becky more than Charlotte. She wants to go to Charlotte's. But I think there's a big story you could tell with Sasha having the number 1 contenders contract and picking which one of the horsewomen she wants to go after.
I like it, but you're wrong.
Okay, do tell.
Who has had the most heat in the last 2 weeks for women? Who has it been?
Tamina?
Nope.
Charlotte.
Nope.
She's the best bad guy.
By
the way, you didn't see the promo she did Wednesday night?
If it was on WWE, then no.
I mean, it was a video thing. Like
was it good?
Yeah.
I got it recorded.
She went through everybody she's beat.
Really?
Went through every one of them. So I'll take them all. I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
I got Ronda Rousey.
Ronda.
I think that's all a setup.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
With what she said, and she's got a lot of heat now. You can bring her in. This movie montage thing if they do that, and then she comes out of the janitor's closet with a mop, and just goes to town on somebody.
There is a precedent for that. If you think back to the last Money in the Bank last year, you remember who won the men's Money in the Bank last year?
Who was it?
Brock Lesnar. Remember, he wasn't even in the match.
He just showed up.
He just come out at the end, threw some people around, got the briefcase. So it could happen.
Yeah. So I got Ronda Rousey, and for the guys,
I do think Ronda is working here. Like I think they're setting something up.
Yeah, I think it's all work. And for the guys, I'm going with Seth Rollins.
Here's my problem.
I got a problem just saying that because I don't like.
Here's my problem with Monday Night Raw. This past Monday, he come out and attacked Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Seemingly put him in line for the next championship match. Did he not lose at WrestleMania?
He got beat. By who?
Kevin Owens.
How is Kevin Owens not in the main event?
I get Kevin Owens is a good guy. Drew McIntyre's a good guy. Find another bad guy.
Yeah.
Anybody.
I am so sick of Seth Rollins.
Anybody.
I used to like Seth Rollins. I used to didn't like Roman Reigns. Now I don't like either one of them.
I don't mind Seth Rollins, but he just got beat.
Yeah.
He just got beat.
The Zach Borgman lookalike needs to take a break.
At least on SmackDown, you have The Fiend and Braun Strowman.
Got some history.
At least The Fiend won his match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And he's got some history there with Braun.
That's my only thing.
I heard where he put the mask in a box and gave it to Braun.
Yep.
So I need to check that out.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
So there's your WrestleMania recap.
Money in the Bank.
We told you the good stuff. Money in the Bank predictions, early Money in the Bank predictions.
Yeah.
You know them jokers are still advertising Money in the Bank's going to be in Baltimore, even though Baltimore's all but closed down. So
it's going to be at the headquarters.
I need to look up this match going to the roof match. I haven't seen that. I have not heard of such a thing.
Yes.
All right, so I got the full list of everybody that has been cut from WWE on what day was that? Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever day it was.
I followed about all day.
Black Wednesday. We were sending texts back and forth. I got the full list. We're going to go through some of the bigger names, some of the people that we know, and tell you what we thought of them, why they were released, and what they're going to be doing next. Got it?
Yeah, I'm looking at some backstage photos. They've already posted some from the Money in the Bank match at the Raw headquarters.
Oh, from where they have already taped it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh, interesting. All right, let's start with Aiden English. What do you think about Aiden English?
I actually liked him as a commentator. I actually think he helped propel Rusev the second time through with the Rusev Day.
He was a part of it.
And so and he wasn't bad commentating some. So
he was a part of it.
Wrestling and style, he was terrible.
Yeah.
The vaudevillains were terrible.
No, they weren't bad.
No, they were terrible.
The luckiest man in professional wrestling, Billy Kidman, was a backstage producer. You know why he's the luckiest man in wrestling?
Well, Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson.
He was married to Tori Wilson. That's why. That's why he was the luckiest man in wrestling.
So,
Kurt Hawkins got released. Him and Zack Ryder, their whatever that tag team name was. Deonna Purrazzo, she had been doing some matches on NXT and Monday Night Raw. She was released. Drake Maverick, if you have not seen Drake Maverick's video of his reaction to being released, he cried and was boo-hooing. Whatever.
Poor guy. But still, look at his wife. He got nothing to cry about.
I told you the worst thing about him being released is that Renee Michelle will not be on WWE TV anymore.
Did she get released?
Her name's not on here, but I don't know if she ever had like a contract. I think
really?
she was just kind of there. The happiest man about these releases, EC3.
Oh, absolutely. Now, where does EC3 go?
He's going to pop up somewhere.
Impact, Ring of Honor.
Somewhere.
AEW.
You'll see EC3 on TV again. I think of EC3 like Drew McIntyre. The first time Drew McIntyre got released, EC3 is going to go out and become a bigger star than he was.
Yeah, because he was pretty big at Impact.
Yeah,
he did well there.
Since he's been in WWE, NXT, he did a couple things in NXT, but since he's been on Monday nights and Friday nights, gosh, embarrassing.
Yeah.
Epico and Primo were released.
Who?
Never heard of them. Fit Finley.
Man, there were a lot of people tore up about Fit Finley.
Fit Finley had a big hand. All the ladies, all the women credit him, give him a lot of credit for their success. Heath Slater was released. I saw he's got a new T-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yes, I did see that. I got fired. Yeah.
I
like it.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, of course, were released. It's AJ's fault.
Heading back to New Japan.
Probably.
I saw Carl Anderson put a tweet up of the city of Tokyo.
Oh, did he?
And so, I guess he'll have to wait for everything to open back up. But
yeah,
looks like that's where they'll go back to.
Just today, Cassius Ohno from NXT got released. I like Cassius Ohno. I think he's good. Kurt Angle, the legend.
Yeah, that one kind of shocked me.
I agree. And apparently he was doing some stuff backstage, some producing stuff backstage. But he's cut loose. Lance Storm, he just signed maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, he closed down his wrestling company to come over, and then this happens.
Yep. Leo Rush got
that kind of
released.
shocked me.
Yeah, he was the lightweight champion or the 205 champion. Then he lost it, and he's still kind of in the mix for that championship.
Because, man, before I quit watching WWE, man, he had some amazing matches in NXT.
Yeah, he had some. You know who's a big fan of Leo Rush?
Who's that?
Topanga.
Who?
Topanga.
Okay.
You know who Topanga is?
Topanga.
From Boy Meets World.
What?
You've never heard of the show Boy Meets World?
Is it a cartoon?
Stop bullcrapping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're an idiot.
What is Boy Meets? What's it called?
Boy Meets World.
Got me.
You're an idiot. Unbelievable.
What channels it come on?
Well, it's an old show. It's not on anymore. It's like a Saved by the Bell type deal.
Oh, no. You're talking about Saved by the Bell. Got a reboot coming on.
Like, there have been discussions who's better looking, Topanga or Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, I thought Topanga was a guy.
God almighty.
Hang on. We got to look up Topanga. How you spell that name?
T-O-P-A-N-G-O, I think. Topanga. T-A-G-A.
Topanga. Images. Oh, Kelly Kapowski got her beat.
Oh, I agree. You don't know who that is?
No, I've never first time I've seen it.
God almighty.
Yeah. Boy Meets World. I won't check it out.
It should. It's real good. So anyway, she's a big Leo Rush fan. Where are we at here? Leo Rush. It's Maria Kanellis, of course.
See,
she's fine.
Her and Mike both just signed them new contracts, then begged to get out.
Yep.
And now so what are they gonna do?
Whatever they want to, I guess. She's pregnant. She's still pregnant, I think. Mike Chioda, the referee, had been there since 1989.
He was like the Earl Hebner of this time.
Yes. He got released. And we don't know the backstage story with this. They may have worked something out with him.
Yeah.
Where, like, listen, you're getting older. He may be getting close to being done anyway. You never know.
He may have retirement.
Mike Rotunda, producer, also Bray Wyatt's daddy.
Didn't he know he was still alive?
I knew he was alive, but I didn't know he was working. No Way Jose.
Didn't lose nothing there.
Rowan.
Kind of shocking.
I agree.
Because, 2 months ago, he was almost in like a main event type deal. They were pushing him.
Yeah, I guess.
And then it went south with What's in the Cage.
Yeah, boy, that went south quick.
Whoever come up with that, they better be on this list of people.
Maybe the biggest name of this list would be Rusev. Got released from Raw. He's probably happy.
He's right there with EC3. He's right there with EC3, Gallows and Anderson, and the Revival. I'm gonna count the Revival, even though they got released a couple weeks ago. Those are the happiest people, and Zack Ryder, because Cody Rhodes was bragging up Zack Ryder.
Yeah, they're good friends.
It wouldn't shock me to see that jump either.
They ain't gonna do anything with Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, he's kind of pigeonholed in this kind of a second rate.
But you could put him with the best friends. You could put him with Orange Cassidy.
You could put him, if he could slide in there, he would fit well there. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I'd like to see Rusev on TV again.
Man,
the sooner the
if
better.
he could come out as the heel when he first got there, with Lana with the Russian accent, If we could bring that Rusev back,
I think Lana's still there. Lana ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere. She got to keep Bobby Lashley in check.
Yes. Sarah Logan was released.
Shocking to me.
She hadn't done anything in a while. She was in the Elimination Chamber match a couple weeks ago. Shane Helms, remember Hurricane?
Yeah.
Shane Helms, he was a producer backstage. He was released. Sean Davari, he was released. Tanera Conti, she had done some stuff on NXT. And then Zack Ryder finishes out the list of names that we would know. So there's your list of the big names. And Eric Young. I forgot about Eric Young.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he still had a job either. He was on NXT for a little while, and then they got moved up and ain't done PS with that joker. So who knows what's going to happen? The deal is, right, with AEW, if some of these people go to AEW, which I don't know if they're signing anybody. They may be on like a freeze.
They just signed somebody this week.
Who?
It was a Japan guy.
Okay. So they may be on like I was going to say, they may be on like a freeze where they're not spending any money because they don't have as much money coming in with ticket sales and merchandise and all that kind of good stuff.
But the one thing they do have going for them that Vince doesn't.
Chris Jericho.
They do have Jericho. But they also got their owner owns the soccer club.
Yep.
He also owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
So they still have outside revenue still coming in.
He's still making money. Yeah.
You know, Vince had to shut down XFL. Done.
Listen.
XFL probably started the coronavirus, cursed the world. That's why it's out of business.
I don't think the Khan family is going to be signing up for unemployment anytime soon. I think.
Oh Lord, no!
I think they're
Not
okay.
at all.
Speaking of Jericho, the past 2 weeks he has been on commentary with Tony Schiavone
and been good,
and it's been amazingly good. I love it. I love Jericho and Schiavone.
He had the line 2 weeks ago. I cannot repeat it, but something about he will get a fork and he will cut that.
Yeah, cutting somebody with a fork.
I about died laughing.
This past Wednesday night, you had Britt Baker, but get busted open. Did you see her?
Oh man!
Now, what you don't know is that this was, I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this past Wednesday, she wrestled again.
Yeah.
Right.
She did a little interview for Nose Guard on.
Right. That was filmed the same day.
Oh, really?
So she got busted open, went backstage, got it cleaned up, come back out, and did her interview like a champ.
That's my girl.
Like a champ.
Tough.
Yeah,
tough
that was
nails.
recorded the same day, one right after the other.
Tough.
And so she
nails.
did both of those in the same day.
I like it.
You had Lance Archer, Lana beaten on what's my man's name?
Oh,
Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana.
Yes.
Boom, boom.
And then you had the main event with Moxley this past week and Jake Hager in a kind of a Falls Count Anywhere, no DQ, street fight, whatever kind of match you want to call. I think those matches hurt with no fans.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're almost wasting so much time trying to get from one place to another. And
right.
There's nothing to fill in that gap with shouting at a fan or a fan shouting back at you.
I totally agree.
I think that's what hurt Edge and Randy Orton. Plus, theirs was a last man standing match. So you had to get knocked down. You count to 10, right? They're going to get up at 8 or 9.
Right.
So you're wasting 8 or 9 seconds there.
Of silence.
Yes, with nothing. And then if they have to go get a ladder, go get a table, work their way to where the table's at, just all that stuff together kind of makes for those matches are hard without fans there.
I totally agree. The only thing I think you could do with that is kind of like what AEW does is just have a couple wrestlers around them, shouting, get up, do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Instead of it just being just dead, cold silence.
Yeah, that's where when you have a manager or you have, if it's a tag team and you got your partner, it's a singles match, you got your partner out there too, those come off better. Do you like being able to hear the wrestlers in the ring?
No.
I don't either. Like I thought I would, but I don't like it. I don't like hearing them yell all the time or come on, get up, that kind of stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it either. It's
all right, here's the question.
It's odd.
Here's the question.
Okay.
I know your answer. So I'm
Lex Luger.
I'm going to take your answer off the board.
Lex Luger.
All right, your answer is off the board. Rusev is off the board.
Okay.
If you are Tony Khan or Cody Rhodes or Matt Jackson, out of all the names listed, who would you go after?
All the ones that were cut.
Everybody that was cut. Who would you go after?
I think the easy answer without Rusev would be EC3.
Okay.
However, I think you could take if you did Gallows and Anderson, you could do something with them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Lord, they got a lot of tag teams there already, so they would fit in well, like a or whatever you want to call them, OC or the club, whatever. Gallows and Anderson against Pentagon and Phoenix, type of stuff. They got a lot of tag teams there. They would fit in well with. I think they would fit in well. Maybe I'd have to think about it. But have you a little faction. There's a lot of factions too. Have you a little faction with Jake the Snake, Lance Archer, and then Gallows and Anderson in there with them as well.
That'd be tough.
You could take Rowan and put him with the Dark Order. Put him with
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper, if you wanted to do that. Trying to think some of those women that were like Sarah Logan. She's okay. I don't think she may be as good as some of the girls there. Cause some of the girls,
she could win a belt there.
Yeah, some of the AEW girls are shaky. I don't know. I'd probably say EC3.
Okay.
Probably say EC3. Now Rusev's the obvious answer.
Oh yeah, that's why I took him off the board.
Yeah, he's the best one in there. He's the most over one. Had the most success. Probably EC3. And then you put him with somebody at first, and then have him turn on somebody and be a bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you could take 3 or 4 of them and have you a little takeover,
a little
deal.
invasion.
Yeah, a little invasion. Take Rusev, EC3, Gallows, and Anderson. Have those 4 come in and just take over the piece.
Yeah.
And you can have them against the Inner Circle for AEW versus NWO, whoever.
Have Kurt Angle be their manager. Bring him in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Kurt Angle would do anything. Like, you got Flair going to AEW.
I still do.
It ain't happening. Kurt Angle's a WWE guy now. He's staying there. He ain't doing anything else.
All right.
Flair ain't coming either.
Flair's going.
However, if the revival came, let me rephrase. When the revival comes,
yeah.
If you have Tully, Shawn Spears, the revival, and you need one more, an EC3.
That's a great horseman.
There's you a tough 4 right there,
yeah.
boy.
That's real good.
Freaking EC3 could play your Flair role.
Yes, he
dressing
could.
in your suits.
Yeah.
Being high class.
There's your tag team.
Yeah.
With
Tully and
the revival.
Yep.
Tully and Arn.
Yep.
And then you got Shawn Spears, who he would be like, he'd just be there. But, you know, Tully they may have to kick him out like they did Lex Luger or Sting.
Yeah.
And bring somebody else in, like Lance Archer.
They need a big guy.
And that'd be your 4th guy.
Yeah, because they don't have like a Sid, a Lex Luger, even an Ole Anderson. He wasn't big, but that was your tough SOB.
Yeah.
They don't have like a tough guy. The revivals would be tough guys, but
top guys.
Top guys. All fists, no flips.
That's right.
I
had that shirt on yesterday.
We liked it. We saw the revival live a few years ago in Concord.
Bobby Roode and them, great time.
Shinsuke, yes. They had a great match that we enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody. This is the Main Event Wrestling Podcast. We've been gone for a couple weeks, but we are back today. So make sure you check us out on Twitter at Main Event Pod, MAINEVENTPOD, Main Event Pod. We would love to talk wrestling with you. Let us know what you like about the current state of professional wrestling, what you don't like about it. I think much like the world, there's a lot of things we could pick up that we don't like, but if you pay attention, there's some good things that have come out of this. Like Jericho doing commentary because Jim Ross cannot get there. So Jericho doing commentary is good.
Jim Ross is being tested?
No.
I saw where I shouldn't say he's being tested, but he put a thing out. He's looking for a testing site.
Oh, really?
And so that kind of got me worried about JR.
Yeah. JR's in that danger range of age. We're praying for you, Jim.
Absolutely.
We're praying
I
for
need
you,
some
Jim.
barbecue sauce.
I got some.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I haven't never opened it.
Huh.
I've had it probably 3 years.
Don't open it now.
No, never opened it.
Don't open it
Don't
now.
listen. If you bought some, I shouldn't say this. If you bought some barbecue sauce or some ketchup or some mustard from Jim Ross in the past month, throw it away. just throw it away, just in case.
He didn't make it, man.
Just in case. No, but he may have had a hand in it.
I doubt it.
He did something with it.
I doubt it. You put his name on it. That's
yeah, I
about
got
it.
some barbecue sauce and never opened it, never used it.
Okay.
It's just, I'll be completely honest, it's sitting on my bookshelf in my home office right beside of a picture of me, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone.
I like it. I like
holding
it.
up 4 fingers.
Good deal.
So look us up on Twitter, Main Event Pod. You can find us and all the shows at PressPlayPodcast.com. Give us a follow. Give us a look. We have what all we have on there? We have the Cavs report.
Yeah.
We have the Orange is Oranger, the Cleveland Brown podcast.
Yeah.
You think they're going to play football this year?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have – I think they won't have as many fans. I think there'll be a few fans.
Yep.
I think they'll play one way or the other. But
I hope by September,
it's going to be different.
end of August, September, things will get back to as much normal as possible. It's just when football season starts.
Right.
So who knows? I hate the Olympics got cut out. I love the Summer Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Usually the Summer Olympics is your saving grace from all the political ads coming out during the summer. Now the virus is the saving grace for the political ads.
I hate that we don't have an NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's supposed to start today. Today was day 1 of the NBA Finals. Yeah, I missed that too. All right, everybody. This is Michael Jernigan and Jam Patterson for the Main Event Wrestling Podcast.